out-of-body experience. You really do, you know. And thank God that Ireland is such a, well, Dublin in particular, great singers.
Yeah.
We showed up with full voice. You aren't getting any money from the DVD though, right? I mean, that's me singing in the background there.
No, but it is crazy that you don't kind of get to see what goes on stage, and that's hopefully what we cover up, is that we don't let anybody know kind of all the flaws, and you try to keep a smile on your face and pretend that everything's all right, you know.
It looked good, didn't it?
Yeah.
One more quick one before we go to the next question. In relation to the pre-match nerves kind of stuff, do you have any rituals, routines, lucky underwear, socks kind of jocks thing going on?
Yeah. Lucky underwear?
Yeah.
Tell me about your underwear. You're lucky for wearing them. We do two things. We have a thing called Cheeky Hour, which is an hour before we go on. We start we have Grey Goose vodka, and get locked. To say so eloquently, get locked. We basically we have a few drinks before we go on, but we always shake each other. It's a really strange gentleman thing. We shake each other's hand and we look each other in the eye. Let's see. Are you ready for this game tonight? Are you ready for this game tonight? But no, you have to cut.
That means so much.
Feels like you're in Armageddon and you're about to go to the moon.
It is.
But you are, when there's 54,000 people out there. When there's 54 people, it's very scary. When there's 54 people all aiming their noise at you, you have to know that you're going into battle with people that have your back.
It's one of those things where I guess we kind of have a thing where that whatever fights we have, whatever shit that's going down in the band, that when we get on stage, you have to leave that off stage. That's the deal. So you can't have this crap on stage where, like, when someone's trying to play a part, you're giving them the finger. You can't have all that stuff.
So you have to be like a professional version of Roy Keane and Mick McCarthy.
Yeah, you've got to be, exactly. Yeah. So it's very difficult. Some days we're actually in each other's face fighting. And then you have to have that handshake before you go and look at each other and go, alright, everything is good.
I think the thing is, you know you're going out there together and how scary it's going to be. You're not united going out there, you're gone.
You ride together, you die together, bad boys for life.
That's good, man. Right. I'll just say, we do not ride together.
I know Tony in Vegas.
Take Mark out of James Street.
Lauren's next. Lauren Byrne. Where's Lauren? Oh, right down here. Okay. Neve has the mic for you. Off you go, Lauren.
I just want to know, which is your favourite song to perform?
It's like your children, it really is, you know. If they're all equal, just some more than others. You know, I think after we finished the first album, we got back to Dublin, and we started to see that our families and our friends and everybody was really, really suffering through the recession. And For the First Time was the song that we wrote, was the first song that we wrote for the second album. And I really feel that it kind of summed up the mood of what was going on in the country. And although people would sing Man Who Can't Be Moved because it's a romantic song, or Break Even as well, a breakup song, I feel that For the First Time really hit the nail on the head, and kind of spoke about the same time about Ireland in particular, and Dublin and Ireland. So for me, when we stood on the stage, like even Mark, when he was like, let's do this part at the end, it goes, oh, these times are hard. I can really hear crowds singing it, and you imagine these things in your head, but when you're standing on stage and it happens, you know, it's an amazing feeling, and people always see me just going astonished on stage looking at this, but you know, to kind of figure out where we would have never been there. And we finally are on stage singing this song for the first time. For me, has really rang through around the world, and I think it's just because everyone's living through a recession right now. That'd be mine. What do you? Same song.
I concur.
Captain Kirk.
Totally agree with you.
I'm a waffler, aren't I?
No.
Just saying
what my song is.
Alright, thanks for that. Jenny is next. Jenny from, well, Dublin.
The Block.
Jenny from the Block.
A Block.
Jenny from the Block.
Alright, Jenny, we're coming to you now.
Jenny there.
There she's up.
I was just wondering, if you had one day left on Earth, what would you do?
Who's everyone wooing? They're happy before they got one day left. One day left. Woo! It's like the Friday TV show. It's like 100%.
One day left.
One day left.
Go to Chipper, straight away.
Would you go at like 9 o'clock in the morning just to prove a point? At which point in time is the Earth ending? Is it late at night or is it early in the morning?
Midnight.
Midnight.
Chipper, straight away.
So it's like, what's that, Meet Joe Black, isn't it? He's going to disappear at midnight, so...
Yeah, wow.
No, coppers.
Oh, wow.
What'd you say, coppers?
Coppers, there's worse ways to go out than coppers, maybe.
Listen, there's worse places to go.
Absolutely.
I'm with you. I'm in covers.
I don't think there is.
It's how it
I've
is.
been there a few times. It's-
All right, I think we might have to come back on that one. Next, Aishling McGee.
I think we found her.
She's definitely there somewhere.
All right, where's Aishling from?
Why did you have it
From the noggin.
when you heard the name?
How are you, Aishling?
Where's Ash? Harry Ash.
There she is.
Oh, yes.
Have you got any regrets?
Any regrets?
Loads, love. Have you heard our music?
Well, I think the end of that question was since becoming famous.
Oh shit, okay.
Don't think too deep about it.
Yeah, take your time, lads. Believe it or not, no. Absolutely not.
I regret never learning to drive.
What?
I can't drive.
No, we
Sometimes
both.
he doesn't need to, does he?
No, we both.
swear to God, I'm not.
We were just talking about getting driving lessons for Christmas. We don't have cars or driving
Does
lessons.
anybody know anybody give me a
We'll
knock-off
try you.
driver's
We'll
license?
try you.
Yeah, I fucking thought so.
Don't say who'll take Danny for a ride. Don't say that.
Well, apparently we're riding each other, so...
We'll drive you fucking mad, but we can't actually drive a car. No.
All right, now, blah, blah, blah. Alison Cleary. I bumped into Alison earlier. I want to make sure she gets to ask her question. Where is Alison? She is right there, right in the middle.
How are you, Alison?
Alison is one of your biggest fans, lads.
No, it's those girls on there.
I just want to know, you can do a trip pick here.
Actually, we never thought of it, but let's do one since you said it. Ashley inspired Twit Pick.
We should do it every show.
We do it
Every show.
Yeah, we
I
started off...
tried to get in the one in the O2.
Did you?
Yeah.
You know, we started to do a thing where it's not just from the stage. What I'll do is I'll actually get in the crowd and you have to spot me where I am in the crowd.
Where's Danny?
Yeah, well, I do it now.
Now just bear in mind, if he does come down to you, you have to give him back, all right? The time is precious.
Hold on. There is a rule. Because we're taking a picture, you have to pretend that he's not beside you. That's the deal. Other words, you give it away. Can we kill those two lights there and we can do it? Is that possible?
Yeah, we can do it.
You have to see it, yeah?
We're going for it. Good luck.
I'll see you soon.
All right, they want you in the middle. Go in beside Alison there.
Alright, give us a count of three, Dan.
Okay. Three. Everyone's got to go mad, yeah? Give us three. 1, 2, 3.
That's like a proper family photograph. It's just
Oh, that
it brought a tear to my eye. It's beautiful.
All right, well done. Give Danny a cheer. Hey, nice one. So where's that guy? That's going to go up on Twitter.
I'll stick it on Twitter right now.
Do it now, yeah?
They're all going to get their phones and go, am I in it? Am I in it? You just wait till it's over because the last time is precious, so we want to get through as many more of your questions. Where is Lee O'Toole? Lee, how are you? We'll get the mic to you. Right, Lee.
What was your favourite gig that you were at, not performing?
U2 here. Not here, sorry, U2 in Croke Park.
As in the one you were supporting them at, or?
Yeah, that was amazing.
My favourite gig, besides that, was a really good one.
I'm trying to find...
We got to see, you remember the band Madness? I got to see Madness in Germany, and they were just before they started the revival tour, so I think they were just trying, should we do it again? And they walked out on stage, and I lost it. I went right into the middle of the pit. I went, and proper spilling drinks over everyone. It was the first time since the script, I guess, made it that I was actually able to go into a crowd and go mental and just have a bit of laugh. Because we were in Germany and nobody...
I wish that was true. You should have come last Saturday night in our local bar.
It's quite David Brent-esque, isn't it? You do know the joke about Madness, don't you, Danny? I hope you know the joke.
No.
Do you know the joke about madness? Alright, you can have this one. What's the first sign of madness?
Answering yourself back.
Sugs coming up your driveway. Anyway, sorry. Right, Brian, moving on. Brian Anderson, where are you?
That joke sucks.
Yeah, absolutely. There's Brian. We're going to mic to you now, Brian. Brian's a good question for you, lads. Brian's from Tala.
How are you, Brian?
Go on, Tal.
Just give that mic back, will you? Just make sure you get the mic back.
Fight.
Lads, honest answer, is it true that Louis told you he'll never ever make it?
Yeah.
Louis was. Guys.
This is an exclusive for you. He's not done it once. He's done it probably about fucking 10 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've come through incredible adversity. Again, we won't blame anybody on it because I'm not mad at anybody, you know, for not seeing what's in front of them. What I have to say is that you can hold people down for only a short amount of time before I guess true talent comes out. And we feel like, you know, as we said, when you're watching the Aviva, that to me, I'll go to my grave with that. You know what I mean? I literally will. So it doesn't matter what anybody says to us or what anybody says about us. It doesn't matter. It's a belief that's in your own head that's going to get you through. And you know, again, you can say what you want. Anybody can say. It doesn't particularly hit. Who gives a fuck what he thinks? Seriously, though.
Sometimes when you're a band and you actually carry instruments, it really scares some managers. It just scares the shit out of them. And they don't know what the fuck to do with it, and I don't blame them for that reason, you know. He doesn't know what to do with people that actually play stuff, so that's tough.
Ladies and gentlemen, Louis Walsh.
There he is. Our special guest. Yeah. He could have done a Jedward maybe. You'd be off the hook, Mark. You've no hair, but he could have done a Jedward with you too.
Oh, yeah, do it. Fucking Nedward.
Nedward, very good.
The old Ned Kelly on him, bro.
All right, a music question now from Emma Coleman. Where's Emma? Emma's right down the middle again. All right, Claire's coming over to you now. Hang on a sec, Emma.
You're better looking than Edward, Daddy.
Who would you most like to compose a song with?
It's out.
You know what? That's a great.
That'd be a great idea.
That's a great idea. You know, we got the chance to tour with Adele around America, and I think she is where we should be going in music. She's a voice. She's a talent. She's undeniable. Who cares what anybody looks like? You know.
She seems like a bit of crack as well.
She's a lovely girl. She genuinely is. She's like totally down to earth from. No, I don't want to say common as muck, but she's salt of the earth in a way. No, she is. She really is. She'd say it herself if she would. She's a lovely person, and I think that'll be.
We didn't realise when we were touring with that we thought we'd buy her a nice present, and we figured she's a smoker, you know. She smokes, even though she's a singer, she smokes cigarettes. We figured, you know, so we got her a Zippo lighter with a shamrock on it. You know, and we were like,
it was for her 21st birthday.
21st birthday. We give her that. We got some stuff inscribed in the back, and then we went in and said, "Here you go, you know, nice one." And she said, "I give up smoking." Nice one, lads.
Oops. Hey, the thought was there, right?
The thought was there, yeah.
The thought was there.
Speaking of the shamrock and all that, you wear the badge proud, don't you?
Yeah.
You carry Ireland around the world, and that makes all of us immensely proud. You literally carry it. I was in Boston in the summer at a major event. There was about 40,000 people, and your music came on over the PA, and everybody was singing. You guys weren't even there playing; it was just one of your songs. And that, for me, just as being Irish, was an incredibly proud moment.
Yeah.
Where have you been? Where you've heard your own songs when you're just, I don't know, in a cab or in a takeaway?
I was actually in a car the other day, just driving, and I heard it come on the radio, and it still shocks me when I'm driving.
What station was that on?
It was actually 98.
Yeah, that's good.
I tweeted about it just to prove a point I did, but it was, and I was shocked. You're driving along, you forget it's actually you, and then you go, oh, that's us. You know, you do. It's genuine.
What's bizarre is that we just done a Middle East tour, so we're just in like Jakarta and all those. I'm not going to say mad places, but it's fucking mad.
To Dublin people, crazy. I mean,
well, put it this way: it's not a safe place.
Idiots abroad.
It isn't a safe place to go for Irish people. You can be put in jail for cursing at someone. That's all I have to say. So of course, I nearly went down a few times for cursing at people. But that was bizarre for me because suddenly we're in the middle of a desert, you know what I mean? And we ended up on some mental beach there playing to 12,000 people. It was just the amount of people that show up at these shows for the script. And I didn't realise the amount of Irish people out there as well. So it's like we get to hear our music in so many weird corners of the earth that you don't realise your music is going, and then you go there and take a chance. It's like, oh my God, it's packed, you know.
Is there ever a negative to that? Is there ever a downside that literally now that you're global, that when you just want to stroll down the road and browse a shop or go and buy a CD or go and have a pint on your own, that there's not a lot of places in the world probably left you could do that.
But you just have to do it anyway, and that's the thing. I mean, I think a lot of artists get their heads caught up their own bums, and what happens is they feel like they need to separate themselves from people when actually they're the people who got you there in the first place. So what we do is we go to our local bars, we walk down the streets, we don't, like I said, me and him don't drive a car, so we take the tube all around London, we take buses if we have to, we just do what we have to do to get there, and then suddenly, yeah, people do notice you, people walk up and say stuff to you, but it's usually just for an autograph or something you want for someone else, generally, so it takes you 2 minutes to sort that out.
Even for us, you know, we're walking around standing on the tube, and some girl will be like, "Ah, God bless him, he thinks he looks like Danny from the script." He's done his hair and all like him, look. But there was a great story actually. Mark was down in James Street, and this girl turns around to me and says, "Come here, you're your man in the script, aren't you?" He says, "No, I'm not." He goes, "You're there." He goes, "I'm not." I go, "I'm not." And she goes, "You're there."
You're fucking alright.
He goes. He says, I'm not. He goes, "You're there." He says, "No, I'm not." She says, "You're there." He goes, "All right, yeah." She goes, "No, you're fucking not." Classic. But that's what you're up against, you know? Yeah, really good.
All right, back to the music. Kaylee Manning has a question. We kind of touched on some of this earlier, but